Hello. For this video, I will be discussing all about the right triangle trigonometry. Suppose you want to build a ramp, but you don't know how long it needs to be. However, you know certain angle measurements and side lengths. In this case, you can use the right angle trigonometry to solve for the length of the ramp. When working with right triangles, it is convenient to refer to the side opposite an angle and the side adjacent to an angle. When we say adjacent, yung katabing part dun sa angle natin. The hypotenuse of a right triangle is not adjacent to nor opposite either of the acute angles of the triangle. So, for example, we have this right triangle. So, kaya siya tinawag na triangle dahil meron siyang isang right angle. Now, we all know that the longest side of the right triangle is the hypotenuse. Hindi na yon magbabago. And the two parts, other parts of the triangle is called the legs as I have discussed it dun sa other videos ko. Pero kung gagamit tayo ngayon ng trigonometry, meron na tayong tawag dun sa legs natin. For example, meron kayong theta dito. So, theta, so we have T-H-E-T-A or theta, yung ibang pronunciation ng mga ibang teachers ninyo. Napag-aralan nyo na ito nung mga grade 9 kayo nung junior high school ninyo. So we have adjacent side and opposite side. Kaya tinawag na opposite side itong part na ito kasi opposite ng reference angle natin. Reference angle natin itong side natin. Kaya tinawag na opposite side. Now we are done with hypotenuse. Meron na rin tayong opposite side. And the last side is called the adjacent side. So when we say adjacent side, ito is yung next side dun sa reference angle natin. Actually, nag-iiba yung opposite side and adjacent side natin. For example, yan, mag-drawing pa ako ng isang triangle. At yung theta naman natin ay nandito sa taas. So, yung hypotenuse pa rin natin ay nasa yung the longest part of the triangle. Hindi yan nagbabago. Since iba na yung opposite side ng theta natin, that is called yung base side na natin ng triangle ay opposite side. And of course, yung height natin ay is the adjacent side. So nakadepende yung adjacent side and opposite side sa reference angle natin. So dapat mag-base kayo palagi dun sa reference angle natin. There are 6 possible ratios that can be used to solve for the angle theta. These are the following ratios. Kung ang hinahanap natin ay angle mismo sa loob ng isang right triangle, we can use the 6 ratios. Napag-aralan nyo na ito, so parang review na lang tayo. We have first 1, 2, 3, the sine, cosine, and tangent. Actually, meron tayong mnemonic technique, I should say. We have mnemonic technique. When I say mnemonic technique, ito yung paraan natin para ma-memorize natin ng mabilisan ang isang bagay. Okay, kung study habits ba? So we have sige, iban ko ng kulay para hindi tayo malito. Tuwa. Okay? So S stands for sine. Okay, sine. Next, O, we have opposite. And H, we have hypotenuse. Next, we have the C. Now, kapag C, ito ay cosine. Okay? Yung nasa baba. Cosine. A stands for the adjacent side. And H, yung parang H dun sa so we have the hypotenuse. So cosine is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. And we have the TOA. T stands for tangent I should say. So ito ay sine, we have cosine, wait lang, burahin ko lang saglit. So we have cosine, and ito naman, yung pangatlo ay tangent. Okay? So we have tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. So yan yung SOHCA TOA natin. Of course, itong tawag dito sa tatlo na ito, we have the primary trigonometric ratio. Siyempre, kung may primary, may secondary. Secondary trigonometric ratio. Ang inverse ng sine ay cosecant. So, CSC. Cosecant. Okay? Cosecant theta is equal to hypotenuse over opposite. So, napapansin ninyo, let me erase this. Ay, hindi pala pwede mabura. So, napapansin ninyo na nabaliktad lang yung so natin. So, syempre, hindi na siya S. So, magiging HO na lang pagdating sa number 4. So, cosecant is equal to hypotenuse over opposite. Ganon din dito sa cosine natin. Ang kanyang multiplicative inverse ay secant. Okay? Secant theta is equal to hypotenuse over hypotenuse over, it should be adjacent. Hindi to opposite it should be adjacent. Okay? So, napansin niyo na nag-flip lang yung denominator naging numerator, si numerator naging denominator. And of course, the tangent, so cot, ibig sabihin yan ay cotangent. Okay? So, cotangent is equal to adjacent over opposite. So, para multiplicative inverse naman ng cotangent ang tangent. So, we have SOHCA-TOA. Ang multiplicative inverse ng sine ay cosecant. Ang cosine is secant. Ang tangent ay cotangent. So, you need to memorize these 6 trigonometric ratios natin. For example, find the values of the 6 trigonometric ratios for each of the following angle. So, ang reference angle natin ay nandito na part. So, ang 5, hypotenuse yan palagi. Ang 3, now, pinakamadaling mahanap ay yung opposite side. So, opposite ngayon ng n ay yung 4. So, pwede nyo nang i-label yan. Then, ang 3, syempre, ito yung adjacent angle. So, find the 6 trigonometric ratio. Since n yung nakalagay dyan, so we have sine n. Okay? Kung theta yung nakalagay, theta yung ilalagay natin dito. Since n ang nakalagay, n yung isusulat natin. So, ano ulit ang sign natin? We have so. Opposite 4 over hypotenuse. Okay? Sine n is equal to 4 over 5. Next, we have cosine. Cosine n is equal to ka. So we have adjacent 3 over h. So we have 5. And last primary tangent n is equal to, so TOA. So, di ba meron tayong so, ka, TOA. So, opposite natin ay 4 over 3. Okay. Next, the secondary. Sine, we have cosecant n. So, baliktarin nyo lang. 5 over 4. Next, we have secant n. We have 5 over 3. And last, cotangent n is equal to 3 over 4. So, that's the 6 trigonometric ratios given itong triangle natin. How about yan naman? So, sinabi lang dyan, find the values of sine theta, cosine theta, and tan theta. Ngayon, sir, hindi namin alam kung anong length nito. So, gagamit kayo dyan ng Pythagorean theorem. So, di ba ang Pythagorean, meron tayong c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared, where c is the hypotenuse. Okay? So, we have 7 squared is equal to 3 squared plus b squared. We all know that 7 squared is 49 equals 9 plus b squared. Lipat natin. 49 minus 9 is equal to b squared. So we have 49 minus 9 is 40 is equal to b squared. Square root is square root. So on your calculator, we have square root ng 46.32 yung measurement ng base natin. Actually, itong base natin ay tinatawag nating opposite side. Since opposite na ng reference angle. Of course, ang 7 natin ay hypotenuse. And yung 3 natin, itong spelling, ang 3 natin ay adjacent. Okay? So, sine theta, we have sine theta. Oh, so, huwag nyo nang kalimutan yung so, ka, tuwa. So opposite, 6.32 over hypotenuse is 7. Cosine theta, ka. Adjacent is 3 over hypotenuse 7. And the tangent, so we have TOA. 6.32 over 3. Don't forget the theta. So yan yung example number 1 natin. We have the application of a primary trigonometric ratio. Tawag natin doon sa application kapag nagagamit natin ito sa buhay, ang tawag doon ay angles of elevation and depression. Okay? So, when we say angle of elevation, punta kayo dito. So, sa left side ng figure natin. Left figure. So, kaya tinawag na angle of elevation kasi it is up dun sa, may nakikita siyang object sa taas. So, horizontal line natin ito. So, ito yung angle of elevation. So, nakikita niya yung taas. Okay? So, sa taas ng kanyang mga mata. Okay? Dito naman sa angle of depression, syempre ang kasalungat ng taas ay baba. So kapag tumitingin naman kayo sa baba, that is the angle of depression. Ulitin ko, kapag angle of elevation, up, nasa taas yung object. Kapag angle of depression naman, nasa baba yung object natin. Okay? Of course, kapag tumitingin kayo ng diretso, hindi yun angle of elevation at hindi rin yun angle of depression. Okay? So we have this example. Solve for the missing side or the missing angle. Estimate your answer to the nearest hundreds. Okay. So, first thing we need to do, tignan muna natin or i-label natin yung mga sides ng triangle natin. So, we all know that x is the opposite side. Okay? Opposite side based dun sa reference angle natin. Of course, yung 47 is the adjacent. Baka tanungin nyo, sir, do we need to solve for hypotenuse? Hindi. Kasi hindi naman ito yung goal natin. Ang goal natin ay yung opposite side. So, meron tayong opposite at meron tayong adjacent. Now, anong gagamitin nating primary trigonometric ratio? So, we have so, ka, tuwa. So, sine, cosine, or tangent? So, we have tangent. So, ngayon, tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. So tangent, ang theta natin ay 35 degrees. Is equal to, opposite natin ay x over 47. So we need to multiply both sides by 47 para matanggal lang yung 47 sa baba ng x. Then, distribute the 47 dun sa tangent, 35. 47 tangent 35 degrees is equal to x. So, on your calculator, nakikita nyo naman dyan, 47 times tangent 35. Okay, so, wait lang. So, we have 32.91 units as our final answer. Okay? So, i-double check ko lang. 35. So, yan. So, ibig sabihin lang yan that we can conclude that the height of the 3 is 32.91 units. Next, yeah, we have that figure. So, ang 8 natin ay hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. And ang x natin ay adjacent. So, ang gagamitin natin ngayon ay HO. So, nagagamitan natin sine, cosine, tangent. So, katuwa. So, ang gagamitin natin ay sine, yung S. Sir, bakit hindi naman siya OH? HO naman niya. Actually, pwede nyong pagbalig rin. Okay? So, meron tayong sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Sine 51 degrees is equal to opposite natin, opposite. So, I'm sorry, hindi pala so. It should be, hindi siya so. So, meron tayong hypotenuse and adjacent. So, katuwa. So, cosine ang gagamitin natin. So, pwede niyong bagbalik na rin. So, cosine theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So, cosine 51 degrees is equal to adjacent natin ay x over 8. Paano ulit matanggal yung 8 dyan sa baba? Multiply both sides by 8. Cancel, distribute, 8 cosine 51 degrees is equal to x. So we have 8 cosine 51 is equal to 5.03 units is for our final answer. Ibig sabihin lang yan that the height of the rod, sabi na natin rod, yan, ng stop sign is 5.03 units. How about naman kung word problem ang binigay sa inyo? Okay, so of course, you need to illustrate first the given word problems para mas mabilis mo makita yung hinahanap natin. From point P on the ground, the angle of elevation of an airplane is 23 degrees. The altitude of the plane is 1,200 meters. What is the distance from point P to the airplane to the nearest tenth of a meter? So, in Tagalog na lang natin. From point P on the ground, meron daw tayong point P sa lupa. So, magtuloy kayo ng lupa dyan. The angle of elevation of an airplane is 23 degrees. Meron tayong elevation na word. So, sa taas o sa baba ng P? Sa taas. Of course, when we say, at saka airplane na yung sinasabi doon. So, saan ka pa nakita ng nasa baba yung airplane? I'm sorry, hindi ako magaling na artist. So, kayo na lang mag-imagine na airplane. Yan, okay? So, 23 degrees daw yung kanyang angle of elevation. The altitude of the plane is 1,200. When we say altitude, it is basically the height of the airplane. So, ito ay 1,200 meters. Now, what is the distance from point P to the plane? Ano sa tingin nyo yung X natin? Yung kulay blue o yung kulay green? Yung kulay blue. Okay? Yung kulay blue kasi, yung haba ng point P sa airplane. Hindi pwede dito sa baba kasi point P hanggang dun sa baba lang ng plane. Eh, wala naman kayo nakitang plane dito. So, meron tayo ngayong reference angle. We have the opposite side, and the hypotenuse. So, we have H at saka O. So, anong gagamitin natin? Sine, cosine, or tangent? We have sine. Okay, so we have sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Sine 23 degrees is equal to opposite natin is 1,200 over x. Now, Napapansin ninyo na may x sa baba. So, ang gawin nyo lang dyan, multiply the whole equation by x para makancel yung x sa baba. Distribute. So, x sine 23 degrees is equal to 1,200. Ngayon, may katabi pa itong sine 23. So, we need to divide both sides by sine 23 degrees. So, kung anong ginawa niyo sa kabila, gawin niyo rin sa kabila. So, x now is 1,200 over sine 23. On your calculator, 1,200 divided by sine 23 is meron tayong 3,071.17 meters as our final answer. So, ibig sabihin lang niyan that the distance that the wait lang, the distance kulay red na lang, the distance of point P to the airplane is 3,071.17 meters. Don't worry, meron pang isa. The angle of elevation from point 62 feet away from the base of a flagpole to the top of the flagpole is 34 degrees. Find the height of the flagpole. Okay. So, meron daw tayong flagpole. So, tingnan natin flagpole siya ng watawat ng Pilipinas. So, yan. Mag-drawing tayo. Huwag niya akong i-bash na pangit yung drawing ko. So, may star dyan, may star dyan, may star dyan, and may line dito. Okay? The angle of elevation from a point 62 feet away from the base of to the top of the flagpole is 34 degrees. The angle of elevation find the height of the flagpole round to the nearest tenth of a foot. The angle of elevation from a point, so maglalagay tayo ng point dito, is 62 feet away. So, itong part na ito ay 62 feet. Okay? So, from the base of the flagpole to the top of the flagpole is, okay, itong part na ito ay 34 degrees. Find the height of the flagpole. Ang unknown natin ay ito. So, let us have the relationship between the reference angle. We have the opposite and yung 62 feet ay the adjacent. So, meron tayo ngayong opposite and adjacent. So, anong hinahanap natin na trigonometric ratio? We have the tangent. So, tangent, theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. So, tangent 34 is equal to opposite natin, x over 62. Multiply both sides by 62, cancel ito, distribute, 62 tangent 34 is equal to x. So, on your calculator, 62 tangent. So, wait lang. So, times, ano daw yan? Tangent 34. 34 is 41.82 feet as our final answer. So, ibig sabihin lang yan that the height of the flagpole is 41.82 feet. Okay? Next. The flagpole 18 feet tall casts a shadow of 12 feet long at a specific time of day. Find to the nearest hundredths degree the angle of elevation to the sun at this time of day. So, ganun pa rin, flagpole pa rin. So, meron tayong flagpole dyan. So, sabi na natin flagpole ng Pilipinas. Okay, star, 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 and merong sun sa gitna. A flagpole 18 feet tall. So, tall. So, na meron tayong 18 feet. Okay, yung haba ng flagpole natin. Cast a shadow. So, meron siyang shadow na 12 feet long. So, for example, meron siyang shadow. Example lang to bakit to mas mahaba? So, ganyan. Yan. So, for example, ganyan. So, ito yung araw, ito yung between. May linya. So, yung red ay yung shadow niya. Ito yung 12 feet. So, ang tanong naman natin ay yung angle mismo ng elevation. So, kung magdodrawing tayo ng right triangle dyan, so, nasan yung right? Yun nasan yung x natin? So, nandito na part. Okay, dun sa blue na part. Ayan. Okay? So, nandito. Okay, nasa baba. So, yan yung x natin. So, we have x, 18. Ang 18 natin ay opposite. And ang 12 natin is adjacent. So, we have opposite and adjacent. So, ang gagamitin natin ay tangent. So, tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. So, tangent theta is equal to, or yung x, pwedeng gawin na lang nating theta. So, opposite natin ay 18 over 12. So, what is 18 over 12 muna? On your calculator, we have 1.5. So, tangent theta. Para mawala yung tangent dyan, so pwede natin gawing theta is equal to the tangent inverse of 1.5. Okay. For example lang to, wala tong kinalaman sa example number 3. So for example, hinahanap ang sin theta is equal to 1. So gagawin nyo ngayon ay theta is equal to ang inverse ng 1. For example pa, meron tayong cosine theta is equal to 2.5. So magiging theta is equal to parang cosine negative 1, 2.5. Ibig sabihin ng negative 1 dyan, hindi yan exponent, kundi inverse. Okay? So inverse yan. So meron tayong negative 1. I-shift nyo ngayon yung calculator ninyo. Shift tangent. So shift tangent 1.5. So, yan. So, shift tangent, wait lang, shift tangent 1.5. So, ang lumabas sa akin ay 56.31 degrees. Since theta yung unknown, so degrees yung ating measurement. So, ibig sabihin lang yan, ang pangit naman ng box ko, that the angle of elevation of the sun at this day is 56.31 degrees. Okay, so it is your turn. I will give you, sabihin na nating 3 minutes to answer that. But pwede nyo i-post tong video kasi papakita ko na ang iyong sagot in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Ang 90 natin is the hypotenuse. X natin ay opposite. So, meron tayong so. So, sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Sine theta. Theta is 62 is equal to OX over 90. Divide times both sides by 90. 90 sine 62 is equal to x. So 90 sine 62 is 79.47 units. Ang sagot dapat na makuha ninyo. So the altitude, hindi height the altitude of air balloon to the ground is 79.47 units. Okay? So, sana may natutunan kayo and thank you for listening.